What do you think a dog dreams about? Let's draw a dreaming dog.
Sketch or strung, let's have some fun telling stories.
Uke-n-draw!
Be sure to subscribe to this channel so you get the latest sketching and strumming fun. We'll be using some white paper, a pencil, an eraser, a black marker, and something to color your drawing, like crayons or colored pencils. And remember, put something under your white paper so when you're using the black marker it doesn't go through your paper onto the table. Let's start by drawing the shapes we'll need for this character. I'll draw very lightly because we'll come back later and trace the pencil lines with a black marker. So we start with a big circle, which is the dog's body, and inside of the circle I draw an oval to the right side, and that'll be the dog's head. And then two triangles, one on each side of the oval, and those will be the dog's ears. And then at the bottom of that oval, I put a circle that'll be the dog's nose. Inside of that oval, I'll put two curved lines. It'll look like the dog's eyes are closed. And from the head, I'll follow the pencil line of the big circle around to the other side and curve up. That'll be part of his back leg. And at the bottom of that curve, I'll add a little foot like that, and another little foot right behind that first one, right there. Put some toes on those feet, and then I'll add a tail, which will follow the outside of that big circle. And I'll come around and I'll add some front paws sticking out the other side of his head. And add some little toes to those shapes. So our little sleeping dog is curled up and ready to dream. The pencil drawing's finished, and if your shapes look kind of like this, then you're ready to go to the next step, which is to pick up your black marker and we'll do some tracing. I'll start with a few details, some hair sticking out from the little dog's head, and then I'll trace those triangle shapes on the side of his head. Those are the ears. And then I'll follow the pencil line around that oval shape to make the dog's head, and the circle at the bottom, which is the dog's nose. I'll add some little details, lines up and down on the bottom half of his nose, and then two eyes, eyebrows, he's sleeping, and then I'll follow that big circle clear around the back of the dog to where his tail connects. And I'll trace that curved line, which is the back leg, add his foot, and then put a few toes on that foot, that paw. And then I'll add the back leg and a couple more toes, put the little belly line on there, and I'll go to the front of the dog where his paws stick out from his head and draw those shapes. And add a few toes. And then back down, I'll finish with the tail shape. I'll add a few whiskers and a little bone shape, which could be a little doggy treat. And now we're finished with the black marker lines. We can go back and erase the pencil lines. We use the pencil lines to know where to draw the black marker, but that's finished and we can get rid of those pencil lines and move on to the color. I'll speed up through this part of the video. You'll get an idea of how I colored this little dog, but you might want to take your time, have fun. Well, that was fun. We drew a little dog who's sleeping. Shh, I'll bet he's dreaming. What do dogs dream about? I'll bet you could think of a story about a dreaming dog. What is little dog dreaming of? What's your story? Thanks for drawing with me. I think you'll come up with some great stories for these characters. Until next time when we get together to sketch or strum, we'll have some fun telling stories you can draw. Remember to subscribe to this channel because there's a lot more fun ahead.